We are in a simulation. A digital creation. Nothing's real. But it feels so right. We are in a simulation. A digital creation. Lost in the matrix. Day and night. Nothing's real. But it feels so right.
Yo, NTW. Good evening, good evening. I'm like, why wait any longer? Even though people are barely here yet, I'm here and you're here, so let's go. Where are the guys that are supposed to be streaming the run though? I thought they had invites now at 1900. Are they doing blackout shit? I feel like they might be doing things off stream right now. But they are gonna be sending the run today, surely. Doing some testing. Oh, alright. Going live in 10 minutes or so. Fine. I'll entertain the masses while we wait for you guys. I guess we could watch the current #1 Tempest Keep run, actually. The current #1 Tempest Keep is pretty good. Let's just quickly see if I can pull this up. Where am I? Hello? Here I am. So, phase 2, I think our boys had a 24:01, but then last week they had a really solid run, but then they fucked up the final part of it. But 21:45, oof. That one is gonna be tough to beat by Gladiator. So I have the run right here, uploaded on YouTube. Oh, let me see. Can we actually hear the voice come? Maybe it's audio restricted. Oh, we do have it actually. That's fucking lit. Okay. It's a bit interesting to see what they do here. People rocket booting in. I think this guy has a Fok counter in the middle of his screen to see how many targets he's hitting with the Fok. Baby Anfal is of course hyped. Ooh, I like this. I really like this ice block pull, actually. This one is kind of hot, because if they do this ice block pull, and they manage to do the second one before Void River, it's really fucking hot, actually. Let me see, can I speed this up? Yeah, this is fine. Hello? There we go. Okay, all of the birds right here in the slope. That's really nicely done. GLA fighting. I like it. Yo, what's going on? This is a pretty... What the fuck is going on? Is the YouTube quality... Okay, so sorry guys, my daughter is kinda just fighting for the BMF belt against her mother right now. She is super pissed for whatever reason. But yeah, what I was checking is that this Void Reaver pull is kinda interesting. Oh my god, what am I doing? Holy fuck, I never touched that button. So they used the Frost Mage, right, to do a little bit of a ice block pull before. So he was sitting in an ice block, getting all of the birds to go for him, right? So all birds and everything was, and the Night Elves as well. This is Night Elves trying to hit the mage. And then when they went up the slope and they finally got here, you have the Prot Paladin doing bubble, right? So they're doing bubble pull here because they used ice block before. Makes sense, makes sense. Because I think last week when we watched our boys, they did not really commit to... they used ice block here instead. This pull is so fucking scary, but they're kind of making it work. It's a bit of a gear check. I think they're duo healing. I think it's Discipline Priest, Holy Pala. In Tempest Keep. I think the only time we saw solo healing was when Holy Palasve was solo healing the last boss, because the Discipline Priest in the Western team DC'd. Holy fuck, Void Reaver is such a snooze fest. Okay, pop, 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 pop. I wanna see what they do now. Okay, this is better. Dude, Chinese user interfaces are so... Do they all have, like, visual impairments or something? Like, I don't understand. There's so much clutter on these guys' screens all the time. Oh my god. You're kind of spitting right now. Oh, that was a really fucking nice Alar. I want to see how they manipulated that. So if you look at the minimap, right? Yeah, that's why they're shouting so much. What did that guy do? Did he jump down to put? Yo, that's kind of hot actually. Let's slow that down. This is actually really cool, I think. So what they did is that Alar was in a bad position, right? So they chaos. They send the hunter with parachute to jump in and misdirect. Look at the minimap. This is hot. Oh my god, my daughter is insane. Here, look, parachutes popped, right? Jumps, and misdirects. Because by doing this, you can actually prevent the bad patrol. Because we talked about this last time, that if this is Tempest Keep, so you have the big room in the center, and over here you have Mr. Robot. So this is Void Reaver, and you're fighting him. Over here you have the Chad himself. You have Keltas, right? And over here you have, I don't know how to fucking make her helmet. It looks like this now. Good, unlucky, I guess. Solarian. And here you have the bird, right? So this is the bird. When you come from Void Reaver and you want to do Alar, if you have a hunter jumping into the center with parachutes, like this, he can misdirect. Oh my... The baby isn't crying, the baby is just fighting. Hold on, let me just see if there's anything I can do, because this is getting out of hand. Give me a second. Okay guys, I have solved the reason why the baby is pissed. Apparently the food ran out, so the mother went to the trash bin and tossed the empty package into the trash. And the baby is now super fucking pissed, even though the baby has been given a new package. So, unlucky. Still less emotional than a vanilla warrior. So anyway, you come from Alar, here, you send a hunter in. He jumps into the center, and he can misdirect the bird no matter where the bird is, right? So no matter where this bird is, he can get it. And then you can have the bear over here. And he can take it. This is actually a really fucking good strat, super reliable, because then the hunter can stand in the center and shoot no matter what. This is actually really fucking good, and they can start pumping from the very start. This is insanely much smarter than what other people were doing. Big Lay says, the bear druid in the video is me. Okay, so guys, we actually have this guy right here in the chat right now. Very nice. Okay, so let us watch it unfold one more time, because I think this is actually something that Westerners need to do. I love this. I love these parachutes. I love the jumping. The way that they use disengage to reach Alar faster than a druid ever could. Very fucking based. Very nice. Okay, let's speed this up again. Alar, such a snooze fest. The only thing that's interesting about Alar, I think, is when do they pull trash in? YouTube is not really working with me here today, but we'll get there, we'll get there. It should be around here, I think. If they're doing the same strat as the Westerners. I think if the Westerners would have landed their run previous week, it would still be like top 3. It's not as good as this run. This run is really clean right now. Okay, let me see what they do here. Yeah, here it comes, creating a choke. Bit chaotic. Everybody's alive somehow, which is impressive, I guess. But the fire elemental is low-key griefing. You seeing this? Holy shit, fire elemental in API is so bad. Okay, that guy's microphone is like 8 times louder than everybody else. Holy. Raid leader, question mark? Dragging, killing, pretty solid. Let's see if they have good RNG here, or if they have a creative way of using it. Did they have a guy DC as well? That would suck, low-key. Is the current world record with the... Is it the Feral that's DC'd, or is it the Feral in front? I think the Feral is in front. Yeah. So the Feral was sprinting to get this mind control pack, which is nice. Okay, so it looks like the Chinese strat to prevent bad patrol, because you can have the patrol all the way out here, right? It looks like their strat is to send the bear, because he is a very mobile character, to try to pick it up no matter where it is. I guess that works. I actually want to see how they do, you know these priests that spawn? So here you can see that he's casting... Oh, fuck. It was almost perfect. Hold on. Okay, so this is Solarian, right? Sol. And you know when she beams up, and then these 3 beams of light spawn, right? So you have 3 beams spawning. I think it's 3 at least. So you have these beams. And from these beams, you can have either the boss spawn. So let's say the boss spawns here. Then you can have a priest, and you have a priest. Right? These priests seem to always behave this way. The first thing they do when they spawn is that they cast Smite. When you interrupt this Smite, 2 things can happen. Like, A, it can go for its heal instead, because it doesn't seem like it's on a school lockout. You know, when you kick a nature spell, all of the nature spells are gone. Looks like he can still do it. Or B, the mob will instead just move. Maybe it's because the heal isn't available, maybe because the mob API doesn't want to cast a heal, the conditions aren't met yet, whatever. What you want is for this to happen as fast as possible, because if you can interrupt the smite, because the smite is on like 2-second cast or something, then the mobs can get stacked up. I see this from the Chinese guilds, and I see it from the Westerner teams as well, that all of the interrupt classes are holding to interrupt the heal. And it's like, why? You have so many interrupters. Of course, The heal is the most important spell to interrupt. But if you interrupt the first smite, you can stack the mobs faster on the boss, and you can have a much faster kill. But people aren't doing it. Look, this is the current world record, and they're kind of goofing it as well. Here, check. Nice. It's good if I show the screen, maybe. So you have the 3 beams, right? Beam, beam, and then there's a beam down here. You see the smite here that's being casted, right? This is where you want the you want the mobs to be stacked on the boss, so you can efficiently cleave all 3 down. They grip one in, I think. It looked like it got gripped, right? Let me see. Because they're playing 2 DKs. Oh my god, that's actually super efficient. Then they can just grip on the first cast, and you don't even have to cause this movement. I didn't think about that. So they could have stacked them even faster if they had faster grips, obviously. But interrupting the first smite would also have caused this stacking up behavior to happen earlier. So I think the current world record can be improved slightly here, but the fact that they have 2 DKs makes whatever I was talking about not as important. I think it's more important for a team with 0 DKs. Okay, I want to see what they do now. Where is this guy's potion? Oh, he's a rogue. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need an invis pot. Okay, he has pot, he has fap, he has invis pot down here. Okay. Let me see. His sprints, invis pots. Okay, this is the same skip that we saw from the Western team. Not sure who came up with it first, but of course the little bear is here first. This guy is playing it really well, actually. The bear is always in position, so it's nice. Okay, and from here it should be pretty straightforward. I want to see when they decide to do the last trash requirement. So the final trash requirement here, I think what the Westerner team is doing is that they're utilizing the Warlock because he has a portal, right? He can teleport. So he can do some shenanigans to pull mobs in. YouTube is really fucking struggling today. I hope Twitch is doing better. I also need to see so that I don't miss it when it starts, but I think they're far from starting. Okay. Here you can see on the minimap one guy is going, right? If we can just get YouTube to co-op a little bit. So this guy is in position, and it is indeed the Warlock. Okay. So Warlock is either using Pet or the portal to get mobs in the corridor. Yeah, you can see he teleported away. Tank is in position, ready to pick it up. It's slightly off. It's over here. And with all of these DPS players having these weapons equipped, these mobs just fucking melt, bro. I think it's possible that if the tech gets crazier, we will see even more trash skips in the future and more trash being pulled in to this final boss, right? Because you see how much time they have here just doing nothing. And they have really, really insane weapons equipped right here. Meaning that if they could pull trash in now rather than doing them before when everybody has shit weapons, it would be kinda hot. NTW says, how does the Warlock get back after porting past the gate? I'm not at liberty to disclose, but I don't think the Warlock POV is public, and I don't want to accidentally speak on anything that I don't want to speak on. But maybe if one of the Warlock POVs are public, I can speak on it. But there are some good ways to do it. It's not your guild, why would you not say how? Because I don't know what the other guilds are doing right now. So let's say this number 1 guild is doing the same thing, and the Westerners are also doing it. Then I don't wanna accidentally speak out of turn. And even though it's not my guild, I am still in their Discord, and I'm friends with many of them, and I have access to, like, everything. So I don't want to say stuff that will eventually lead to me getting on bad terms, if that makes sense. So even though they are not my guild, I don't want to throw them under the bus. They really want to win this phase. Okay. Yeah, pretty good world record, I guess. Pretty good. Let's close that. People are not live yet, I don't think. No, not yet, not yet. So, we watch this run right now. Tempest Keep, yeah, it's this run. I want to see some boss damage, actually. Let me see here. Void Reaver is fairly interesting. The fact that DK is doing so well, but it's still so far. Like, I say that it's doing well, and you see this, like, 8k DPS peak, but you have, like, rogues doing 9k. That is 10-15% more than the rogue. Well, there is a very interesting mechanic I can talk to you guys about that we haven't really seen explored that much in speedruns. I can't think of any. So, let's say you have a boss right here, and you get into combat with him. You get something called, like, global combat. And this is to prevent people from being outside of the encounter and summoning people and, I don't know, like resing people and stuff. So you put, if you have maybe 20 people here, they are in combat, and if you have a guy over here, he's also in combat, this guy is also in combat, etc, etc. I can see here on my webcam creeping up, right? And you have a guy all the way out here, he's also in combat, and you have this guy also in combat. The thing is that if this boss is in combat with all of these people, he wants to have a path so that he can do his abilities to all of them. So let's say this guy, number 3, is like, instead of standing on the ground, he finds, I don't know, a fucking pillar. And he goes and stands on, like, the edge of the pillar. What will happen then is the boss will be like, what the fuck is this? This player number 3? I don't have a path. So there are no path for the boss to hit player number 3. What he will do then is that he will magically pull him into his path, which is usually, I think it's scripted so the way that this player just gets right under the boss. So technically, player number 1 could also, I don't know, find something else, like a mushroom or something. Is this a mushroom? I don't fucking know how to draw a mushroom. But player 1 jumps on top of a mushroom, stands on the edge, he also gets teleported in. Player number 5 finds, I don't know, what the fuck am I drawing? He finds a square, a model that's missing. He jumps on top of it, stands on the fucking edge of it, also gets teleported in, and you get the drill, right? And through this, you could explore some crazy shit. Because what you could do, I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, I'm just saying that if player number 3 would be in combat with, I don't know, a spider. Like this spider is in combat with player number 3. Then what will happen when player number 3 gets pulled under the boss? Then the spider also has a path. So technically, if there are, I don't know, 8 trash requirements on a boss, and you have 8 players outside of a boss encounter that does this teleport bug, then you can bring all of the mobs to the boss through this teleport mechanic. Very crazy, very weird, because there's so much that can go wrong, because this little spider, you want him to come under the boss, right? When you get teleported in. But sometimes what tends to happen is that this spider is like, nah. And he just goes back to his patrol spot. And he is just a happy spider, chilling. He's like, nah, I don't want any of that street beef. And he just hangs out there. Work says, can you engage two bosses together? Yes, this was part of speedrunning in Ulduar, but Warcraft logs have made it so that you're not allowed to do it in the speedrunning rules. You can still do it as a mechanic, technically, but you're not allowed to upload it as a successful log of speedrunning. Say what you want about that rule, but that's what they did. So I don't know. I can find you an example of this when we're doing two bosses at the same time. Hold on. I don't think it's this one, is it?
Perfect.
No, this is some old world record. I need to find the #1 Ulduar speedrun. World record speedrun, none of the above. 5010, that could be the one. Yes. Okay, I can show you an example now. So this is from Classic, right? It was also done with Instructor Rasuvius and Gothic, you're absolutely right. But in this clip, you can see the world record by none of the above in Classic Graph, where they send two players. You have Holy Palasve and the tank. They go and start Razor Scale. Everybody else here is currently doing Ignis. That is why you're seeing this ability. So they're doing Ignis, but they've also started Razor Scale at the same time. And this is because of the long RP and stuff. Unironically, what Holy Palasve and DJ are doing right here is something that my guild, Progress, was never able to get good at. I think we lost Ulduar speedruns because Holy Palasve and DJ were just much better at executing this. We lost so many speedruns because of this. But I can show you an example of tier 7 speedruns as well while we wait. And I can actually show you from my point of view. It's not very often I get to go to my YouTube channel, but I think I actually have an example of this on my YouTube. Let me see here. Holy shit, my user interface back then was kinda crazy, actually. I should play on the Chinese servers with this UI, actually. I think the Chinese would subscribe to me to get my UI. This looks like a Chinese UI for sure. So yeah, here you have an example of this. I don't know what's up with YouTube quality, but fuck it. So we're doing Hagan, I think his name is. No, this is Gothic, the Harvester. And here you can see Instructor Rasuvius being pulled in. So we're currently doing two bosses at the same time. So, yeah. But this was changed in Warcraft Log's rules in Tier 8. And after that, we were never allowed to start it. We were never allowed to do it again. Wait, what am I flaming people who are weaving here? Wait, hold on. I actually don't know what I said in this video. Wait, sorry, stopping the music. Pause. I just want to hear what I have to say here. Why did I speak in this video? Wait, is this a clip? Don't know what weaving is? Allow me to explain to you, you fucking peasant. Weaving is when you cast a spell in between your autos, and I am extremely talented at this. And it just became this stupid cult of people saying they were good at doing something. But then once we go live and you look at these people's performance, it's like, okay, where are you, bro? I only play GDKPs. Oh, I only play splits. Oh, I only play speed. I don't speedrun. I don't play in a good guild. Oh my god. Oh, that was a fucking... I was toxic back then. Holy shit. I had much to prove, I guess. I had much to prove. I mean, the video look at the start of the video, bro. Look how arrogant I used to be. You can't make this shit up. I was coming in from private servers, and I was like, "Fuck you, classic nerds! You're all everybody was talking shit to private server players, bro. Everybody, and I was just like, "Fuck you, dude! Sit the fuck down." I don't know. That's kind of funny. Oh well, I have grown so much since then. I am not arrogant anymore. I'm a great person, actually. You can't find any modern clips of me being expressive of myself in a grandeur way. I miss Anderson. Yeah. He was a good guy. He was a decent streamer as well. I thought he was pretty entertaining and pretty good to his audience. When people ask questions and stuff, he was one of the good ones, for sure. And as an enhancement shaman, I appreciated him a lot. Yo, guys, by the way, let me start some background music. Okay, first off, let me see. Can I find the VOD of me? Race to world first. Heart of Fear. Yes. Okay. Okay, so this is me, right? From the Race to World First Heart of Fear. And what I want us to look at is... I want us to just briefly appreciate that this is Enhancement Shaman Rotation in MOP, right? So this is what I like to play. So you can see the boss appears. Hey ho! And you can see like a pretty chaotic rotation with weaving and everything. There's a lot of abilities that are part of your optimal rotation. You have, of course, Stormlash up here. You're tracking some ICDs to do some great big stuff, right? And you're like, why are you showing us this, Anfal? Do you think you're some kind of cool guy? And I'm still friends with Murphin, and I saw his... So, Enhancement Shaman, TBC Shaman Revamp. Air Totem has been moved into the main rotation. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Here, look at this. This is TBC NR Shaman gameplay. Like, this is the best NR Shaman gameplay in the world. What do you do here? So you Earthshock, you Wind Fury, you Storm Strike. Oh, Searing Totem is down. Oh, I refresh with Water Shield because I don't want to go Oh, I track my Flame Shock here, by the way. And up here, I see with that timer when I need to press another fucking Wind Fury Totem. Holy fuck, dude. How can you play this shit and not fall asleep? I guess this blue and yellow thing is that this guy's weapons aren't synced up at all. So it's not optimal by any means, but holy shit. And these things are completely irrelevant. Like Cop7 is asking, like, who cares? And who cares about this fucking Storm Strike debuff on the target? It's not like you change your gameplay because of the Storm Strike, do you? Holy smokes! Oh, of course you wanna know your Fire Nova CD in your main rotation. Why? Because this bar needs to be filled, bro. I legit think this gameplay is the worst. I don't think Enhancement Shaman gets any worse than this. Totem says, Stormstrike gets eaten by other shamans anyway. Yeah, my point is, you don't play around it. You don't care about these stacks at all. It doesn't change anything for you. I don't know. When I look at this, I'm happy that I'm out, bro. I'm happy that I'm not playing TBC. I'm happy for the people that are happy playing it, but holy shit, the people that enjoy playing TBC Enhancement Shaman are not the same people that enjoys playing Wrath, Enhancement Shaman, and beyond. It's not the same class, bro. It's not. Alright, flame session over. They're doing a lot of off-stream testing today, aren't they? I was told that there was gonna be a fucking race. It was supposed to start at 7 PM. I come home, and it's like, nah. We're practicing off-stream. Whatever. I'm so entertaining. I can take questions from the audience, actually. It's not very often that you guys get to interact with me, I guess. I'm very unapproachable, but I'm gonna open up. Ask me anything, guys. What I'm indirectly saying is that be the content for once. I will pick up once the gameplay starts, I promise you. I can see the boys sitting in the Discord now, at least. That's a start. Why was the Tempest Keep speedrun not as popular in the first vanilla TBC? Oh, you mean in 2020? I think you would have to ask the people that were playing back then, actually, because I wasn't really particularly interested in TBC speedrunning. I think TBC speedrunning starts to get interesting once, I guess Serpent Strike Caverns can have some value to it. But I think that Black Temple and then Samuel Plateau is probably where speedrunning took a great leap forward in Classic. With the start, you guys remember all the warriors wanted to get Tauren, so they got longer melee swing range. It was just the min-maxing got kinda absurd in Samuel Plateau, and then they took that with them into Wrath, and that's what we got. I've said this before, but speaking on that note, and since we're watching China today, I think it's good to go back and have a small history lesson here. Like, Classic gets released, right? So you have 2019, and you have something that they call speedrunning. I'm gonna put it in, like, speed, because speedrunning in Vanilla Classic is really, really fucking low quality. It's 40 people, you need 40 people, all the talent is spread, so all the good players are on different servers, in different guilds, talent is spread, it's very alt-unfriendly, So I think speedrunning in 2019 in Classic, it's competitive because there's so many guilds playing, so it's competitive. But it's also competitive because everybody's shit. Like, nobody is really good, because you have maybe like 25, maybe 30 dedicated good people, but then you have these 10 absolute fucking degenerates that always cause drama, they aren't reliable, they're emotional, they quit in the middle of the tier and you're fucked, and you don't have a druid anymore to give fairy fire. Like, it's so ass, right? Then you get TBC. So this is TBC Classic. Here you have Vanilla. Then I think that tier 4 is just... I'm just gonna type LOL, it's so bad. Then you got tier 5. And the thing that's really good about tier 5 speedrunning in TBC Classic is that every guild that was 40 people could now just kick everyone. And now they are the 25 best people. So let's say there were 100 guilds that kicked 15 of their most shitty players. That means that those 100 guilds now are just a better quality overall. You can do more impressive stuff. You have more dedicated people, right? And another thing is that a lot of guilds die. And as guilds die, just like in any situation, the survivors go to stronger guilds. So let's say you play in a guild that is, I don't know, top 200. And your guild dies, right? I don't know, drama, the guild master quits, whatever. Then these people will not... They will not apply to another top 200 guild. Maybe they apply for, I don't know, a top 10 guild. And they get denied, of course, because everybody's full, because everybody's already kicked 15 people to be 25. So maybe they end up in, I don't know, a top 25 guild as a trial instead. So this, in TBC Classic, is where you're starting to see some fucking Darwinism. You're starting to see survival of the fittest. The most dedicated, the most addicted, the most talented people stay, and the shitters quit. Then you have tier 6, which is Black Temple. Black Temple is where the West needs to wake the fuck up, because something is happening in the speedrunning world. Because most of the Western teams, so I'm just gonna type the West, they have a main raid that speedruns and does all kinds of shit. And then they have this, like, alt raid, which is for, let's just say, not the best players in the guild. It's not the best, but that's what they do. But in China, what you have is that you have raid A, you have raid B, you have raid C, and a lot of them are GDKPs. Maybe all of them are, right? And what's starting to happen is that in China, the good players, which would be considered the main raid, they have access to maybe 4 or maybe 6 characters that are bis-geared. But the Western teams have like 1, maybe 2. So what happens? China wins Black Temple. China number 1. Some will plateau, some will plateau. Some Plateau will forever be seen historically in Classic as where the West had to wake the fuck up. Because China also won that one. China number 1. Why did China win? Why did we go from these private server Western teams just being super talented, winning everything, and now China won Black Temple, and now China won Samuel Plateau? What the fuck is going on? Well, I was there, right? Around this time, you have this guy, Anfal, who is having an interview with Progress Leadership. And I basically said that you guys lose cause no clones. And Progress Leadership was like, so what class do you main? And I say, I play Enna Shaman. But they said, okay, so you want to play Enna Shaman in the main roster. Maybe you can play Ret Pala or some other classes. And I'm like, my ult is going to be Enha. And my second ult is going to be Enha. And my fourth ult is going to be Enha. And Progress Leadership was like, are you fucking demented? We need to have people that can play a lot of different classes and stuff. And I said, no, you don't. What you need is to be able to challenge China. Because if China is sending, I don't know, 5, 6 runs of clones, if the West wants to win, they need to send at least 3. And that's what we ended up getting, so... I think my daughter is low-key just copying me, and now my wife and her is laughing at how stupid I sound. Anyway, fuck the haters. You have Votelk comes out, and sadly what happens during BRAF is that China has this licensing issue. So China is just gone from BRAF. They're no longer part of the competition. But what happens during BRAF, where you have tier 7 and you end up in tier 10, is that you have Nota, Progress, and towards the, I would say, the later half, around here, Newman enters the battle. And all 3 of these guilds play 2 to 3 clones. And the reason why Nota, Progress, Newman play 2 to 3 clones is because China forced the West to do this. If China wouldn't have dominated Black Temple and Samuel Plateau, I don't think the West would ever have ended up with this cloning culture that we ended up with. And then the cloning culture kind of stuck with the West for Kata and MOP. And now nobody wants to play hardcore anymore because it's just too much work to play with these cloning shit. So thanks China for killing classic competitive, Smite. Nah, you guys didn't kill it. We killed our own motivation to play the game. But I think it's important to remember that that's where the cloning comes from. Sidley says, what do you think about making artificial intelligence of your dead family members to help you with grief? How is that supposed to help with grief? That's just gonna prolong the process of moving on. That sounds like a terrible idea to moving on. Jebber said 15 minutes ago we will go live in 10 or so. Well, that turned out it was a fucking lie. Ido Toto says, my next alt will be Anna. I mean, a lot of people enjoy playing Anna in TBC, so I'm not gonna shit on it too much. I'm just saying, yikes, it's just different from MOP, so I'm saying. Nord says, I hope we can collect 25 warm bodies for Siege PTR when it happens. I'm still hyped. Are you still hyped, Anfal? Yeah, I'm excited about Siege of Wargrimmar PTR. I don't know if I will be doing it with Holy Death or somebody else, but... okay, so this is my dream for... Okay, Anfal dream. For Classic. Okay, so right now we are in MOP and we are in tier 15 and the game is dead as fuck. It's so dead. Nobody's playing. Like, the only reason to play right now is to GDKP so you can use that gold to buy WoW token. This is some weird music. I don't know who put this here. That's crazy. WoW tokens. You can go play retail or you can go play anniversary TBC. That's the only reason people play MOP right now, is to fund playing other games. It's so bad. So what I'm hoping for now is the future, right? What I'm hoping for now is that we get tier 16 PTR. That would be really fucking hype. I would be open to play with Holy Death. I would be open to play with Super Guild. So let's say that a Super Guild would be people from Progress and people from Not That Bad or Beef Bar. If those people could come together and create a roster of, I don't know, 25 to 30 people that want to do PTR, I would be down. I would be in that Super Guild. Because I think that Super Guild is the only guild that could maybe, possibly, in some weird way, if Newman is having connection issues, win against Newman. That's the only way I see Newman losing. Anyway, no matter who I play with, I'm open to the idea that tier 16 comes out. So you have Siege of Wargrimmar. And then I would totally want to be playing it with Holy Death. So I want to play Siege of Wargrimmar with Holy Death. I want to take 8 weeks to kill everything. And then after 8 weeks, the last boss dies. I'm okay with that. I could either kill the last boss on release with the Super Guild, or I can do it in 8 weeks with Holy Death. I don't care. I just want to do it with the boys. That's all I want. And then, obviously, I would love for the game to go into VOD. Are we getting VOD? Are we not getting VOD? I don't know. Nobody knows. I don't think that... there's even less information on that than those other files that everybody keep talking about. Taka Kabana says 4 weeks, come on. No fucking way, dude. Siege of Wargrimmar, 8 weeks. For Holy Death, 8 weeks. It's okay. I can do 8 weeks. Corkscrew says, we will see at BlizzCon. Oh my god. The amount of hopium and copium associated with BlizzCon every year never fails to what do you say, under deliver. First Siege PTR round last week of April. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be some good timing for me in real life to be able to commit to a hectic PTR schedule, but I would love to play it. The little Siege of Orgrimmar that I've done has been really good raiding. I think it's actually a really good raid. And I've never done a single raid in Warlords of Draenor. I would love to play in Hasman Shaman in Wood. Would love it. Okay, they're still on black screen. Not a lot to do. Let's see. Was there any other questions? Evolution X says, I enjoy progression and speedruns, but one of the main reasons I can't be arsed to come back is maintaining so many clone characters. Yeah, but that's, I mean, you only really need to maintain clones if you want to speedrun. And currently there are no speedruns in the classic scene. So clones are kinda dead now. I would say it peaked around Cataclysm for clones. Takel says, Warlords of Draenor had insane rating, but I don't know if Classic will live up to it. I mean, Classic is still not... I mean, it's not dead, is it? It's just that it's doing far worse than it has been. Let me see. Let me look at statistics. And we can take TBC Anniversary, which is currently very, very hyped, I think. Here. So here we have the last... This is the entire phase. Phase 2.5, Throne of Thunder, right? So here you have it. So these are the amount of parses for the entirety of the phase, and we're currently in week... What is it? 10 plus? Let me see. Holodeath usually keeps track. Week 14. So this is in 14 weeks. So this is not phase specific. This is the entire raid. The amount of parses in the entire raid. So if you compare it to, I don't know. This is the era, right? Yeah, this is the entirety of era that has been out for, I don't know, fucking forever. Can't really look at that much. But this is pretty accurate for TBC, I think. Which week is it in TBC right now? Is it week 2 or week 3 now? But in 3 weeks, it's kind of blown Mop out of the water, hasn't it? Yeah. In these amount of weeks, it's easily 4 or 5 times the amount of characters. So TBC is way more popular than Mop right now. But Mop isn't dead just because of that. It's just not doing great. Corsair says TBC Phase 1 is real fucking sweet. I think TBC Phase 1 is a fucking schizophrenic phase because people feel like they have so much to do with farming heroics, reputation, getting their primals, getting their crafting gear. The raids are piss easy. And I think you're right in that, but I think Phase 4 raiding is really dog shit. If you compare it to SSC TK, which has really good raiding, relatively speaking, I think the reason why we're seeing so much love for TBC is because that there's currently no competition, because Mop is shit, Era is shit, Sod is shit. So you either go to TBC or you go to Midnight. And if you don't like retail, you go to TBC. I feel like it's a perfect storm that leads to these numbers right now. Enhancement Shaman 58. What are these people doing? Why do people enjoy TBC Enhancement Shaman so much? It's so fucking bad, dude. Oh, it's such bad gameplay. Oh, I just love the feeling of people inviting me to raids. I'm a neglected middle child and my girlfriend is about to leave me and I don't really have any respect at work. When I log on and I get instantly invited to press lust for my team, I feel valuable as a human. I want to play Enhancement Shaman. Oh, TBC Enhancement Shaman is such a self-cuck. Oh, have some self-respect and play something proper, dude. Taka says a lot of people won't even bother playing VOD because it has such a negative heritage, mostly gifted by the disaster of its launch and the general lack of content outside of raiding PvP. I mean, let's be honest, PvP in Classic is that. There's more PvP, competitively speaking, in TBC Phase 1 than it has been since, like, Kata in Classic. Nobody plays Classic versions of WoW for PvP, let's be honest. Except for the streamers that are playing TBC for the fucking gazillionth time. I really think that the reason why people enjoy watching TBC Arena so much, because if you look at Twitch, a lot of streamers have really good numbers again. It's just because it's so easy to understand, right? It's like watching football. You understand football even if you haven't played it in 20 years, and it's the same thing with TBC Arena. You're like, oh, maybe I don't play TBC Arena, but I sure understand that Warrior is sitting in the roots right now. Oh, and there is the clone. It's like, it's so easy to watch. But when you're watching, I don't know, Mists of Pandaria arenas, it's like, what is going on? Am I at the Ultra Festival in Split in Croatia and the MDMA that I bought from the guy is actually aspirin and I'm just dehydrated? I have no idea what's going on. Like, I don't know, people are fucking lost. So they enjoy TBC arenas. Blood Shadow says, Kara as 25 man would be goated. Can't wait for China Kara phase. Yeah, that one would be sick. So 25 man chess event is gonna be so hype. Kira says, I don't think most of them enjoy it, but enhanced is required for most groups. That's what I mean, man. Every single one of these people. Let me see. Here. These 58,000 times people have admitted that they have no self-respect. 58,000 times they have played a raid, which only proves that you don't value yourself. Taka says people like to press auto attack and see big numbers pop. Yeah, but then they shouldn't play the shaman. They should play, I don't know, the warrior maybe, or something. If that's what they want to see. I'm kind of crashing out, I think. How have they not started the stream yet? They said 1900. It's been 65 minutes of me. He's possessed, but you can say the same about Shadow Priest, Boomies, etc. Yeah, for sure. But you don't have 58,000 of them, do you? Shadow. 32,000 Shadow Priests, and Moonkin is 23. I'm surprised they included tier 4 in the Titan schedule. I'm not too surprised, actually. Rere says, it's very similar to MOP where you have a Stormlash bot. But you're not a Stormlash bot. When you play a Shaman in MOP, you actually have a pretty satisfied... If you play Elemental Shaman in MOP, you are low-key a Stormlash bot. I agree. But if you play Enhancement, you actually get to play the game and have fun as well. Will Kara 25-man be real? I mean, okay, just so you guys understand. They said quite long time ago that the plan for this titanforge stuff is that everything should be 25-man content. So if you take Kara-san, for example, you have a classic chessboard, and it's, I believe, 10, right? So you have spots for 10 people here. So this is what the chess event looks like if you are a normal player. So this is in TBC, for example. This one has too many squares. Fuck, I fucked up. Fuck, bro. Why is this so hard? That's 8. Fuck, bro. Why is it so hard to do 5 times 2? Nice. And now, can I do it again? Nice. Okay, so this is TBC. Yeah, I know that... Wait. Is it really... It's not 10 times 2, it's a regular chessboard, it's 8. Oh, that makes it easier. That's easier for me to draw as well. I like it already. So 2 people had to be pawns. Oh, well. That's easier. So this is what it would look like in TBC, right? Wait, are there 2 people sitting out in TBC, really? But on the titanforge servers, if it's 25 man, it would look something like this. This is gonna be so weird. What is that? That's 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. There are 8 pieces and 8 pawns on each side. Wait, I'm completely fucking lost. Oh, so it is 8. Oh, fuck. Just like a real chess. Oh. Well, I guess it isn't too far then. You just double it, kinda, and it makes sense. But it's gonna have to be pretty fucking custom. I think some of the Sulaman bosses can be really fucking cool as well with 25 man, actually. So I guess we will see what they do. How are they still not live? Guys, do I just join their raid channel in Discord and just ask them, hello guys, when are you starting? Somebody is explaining something. Do I just interrupt, say, I'm sorry. My audience and me are kind of waiting for you guys to start. Is it too much to ask? I think I maybe send it, or? Full stream the Discord? Yeah, that too. What's the worst that could happen, dude? Trial of the Crusader and Sulgurub phase is gonna be the least interesting, I think. This is a bit hard for me to talk about because I love Raffle Lich King. But Raffle Lich King arguably has 2 of the worst 25-man raids in the history of the game. Naxxrama's 25-man and Trial of the Crusader. Both of those raids are arguably some of the worst shit ever made. It's up there with Mount Hyjal. It's really bad. Mount Hyjal, in my personal view, there is nothing worse than Mount Hyjal. It is so far. It's like playing tower defense in Warcraft 3. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Uldor has some mid shit too. Uldor? What do you mean Uldor is mid shit? Uldor is fucking hot. The only problem with Raffle Lich King is this idea that you have to play 10-man and 25-man to get full bis. Mount Hyjal will have Black Temple to lift the face off. It doesn't matter if you have Black Temple to make yourself a little bit happier if you have to sit through Mount Hyjal. Like, objectively speaking, Mount Hyjal is just... It's so bad. It's so bad. But Raffle Lich King, Naxxrama's 25-man is really fucking shit, and Trial of the Crusader is definitely up there as some of the worst raids ever created. I get it. I get it. Mount Hyjal is exhilarating gameplay. Yeah, I guess. If you snort Halo test in from your keyboard when the raid is about to start, you might feel something about when the Rage Winter Shield spawns. I remember the best weapon as an enhancement shaman in Mount Hyjal was Ravager from Scarlet Monastery. That should tell you all you need to know about that piece of shit instance. You can't even cast spells when Ravager procs, and that is the peak enhancement shaman gameplay for that. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Can any of the fast guys just leak to me in DMs how far away we are from starting? At least we don't have to do the fish today, right? Today is Tempest Keep, tomorrow is Serpent's Ride Caverns, and they are already number 1 in SSC. SSC is currently turfed by the Westerners, but I think GLA, which is the best Chinese competition, are gonna send either they've already sent it or they are sending it soon, because their best run is getting some miles on it. No, they have a run from March 4th. That's really not that impressive. How many runs are they sending? 3 by now. So I can probably speak about this a little bit. The Western team on the Chinese servers are having a bit of a hard time because a lot of their players want to play TBC as well. And the problem is many of the TBC guilds are scheduling their raids so that it creates conflict with the Chinese project. So the truth is that the Chinese project with Westerners is having a bit of a rough time right now because their players want to play other stuff, which is a bit painful actually. Rereplo says, what would you weigh gameplay versus aesthetics? I play retail, I played MOP until like a month ago, and I play TBC, and I play them for different reasons. But since you are a hater on the TBC gameplay, look, I think TBC gameplay is great if you play BM Hunter or Ret Pala. And then there are some other classes that are like a bit better than the vanilla versions. So if you like vanilla, you're probably gonna like the TBC version of that spec. But Enhancement Shaman specifically is... I don't know. I think it's so bad. I was wondering why you would hate on retail. Is it for the aesthetics? Because the gameplay is Gucci? I really don't have an opinion about retail. I don't think it's... I don't have a problem with retail at all. I just don't really want to open the Pandora's box and even try it because I'm scared that I'll get hooked. And I simply don't have the time to commit to it. I just like competitive WoW, bro. Kev Gaming says, are you gonna roll Wrath again when it comes again? If it does. I think it depends on what the competition for my time is, Kev. If I can choose between playing Wrath again with a worse guild, because let's be honest. There's not a single guild on Anniversary right now that is even close to either Nota or Progress. You could be like, what? What do you mean, Anfal? Many of the Nota and Progress players are playing on Anniversary. And it's like, yes. But it's a different thing now. People aren't nearly as dedicated. It's not as try-hard. The rosters aren't as deep. Maybe if they really impress me in TBC, then maybe I'll consider playing in Wrath with them as well. But right now it's... I don't know, I look at the roster of some of these guilds on Anniversary and I'm like, yikers, bikers, dude. I don't want to go through this shit again. I would only come back if it's a really good roster. I believe Anf Midnightfall on retail would be a banger. Yeah, no. I really don't think... I don't have the interest in it. I'm more interested in leveling on the Chinese servers, tell you the truth. But the problem with that is that... yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time finding time to do it right now. I guess I can go... I can show you guys what I've been up to this weekend and this past fucking 8 weekends. Let me show you guys. I've been showing a little bit on my stream, on my community Discord. I mean, basically, I've been learning how to renovate an old house, and I'm starting in 2 of the rooms that are around 50 square meters, which is bigger than our current apartment, mind you. So I've been learning. These pictures looks like garbage. It looks decent on the phone, but now that I'm bringing them up there, I'm like, yikes, dude! I can't show this. This looks garbo. Yeah, I can't show this. What the fuck? It looks green. But yeah, it's an old house that needs a lot of fixing, basically. And then there's just a bunch of pictures of my daughter. This turned out to be a bit of a failure, but okay, I can show this picture. Okay, so this is the room we set up to paint some of the stuff, right? So I'm working here. The room was in bad shape. It's like 50-year plus. So it's been an old person living there and they haven't really bothered doing anything. So we had to get rid of all of the old stuff and put up new walls and everything. So these right here are things that are gonna go up into the ceiling. So this is number A. And it's a bit hard to see, but this one down here, let's call it number B. That's what's gonna be on the touching the flooring and the wall. And I think this one here, that should be number C. That is gonna be what's gonna be on the around the windows and the walls. It's not this room. And I don't think you can see, but then we're also gonna put something in like here. So that is gonna be number D. So it's gonna be number A, number B, number C, which is the... So there's a lot of work. Nice doxing, red house in the back. I mean, honestly, if people really wanted to dox me, I don't know how to protect myself from that at this point. I'm just gonna trust that you guys are decent people at the end of the day. Doxing is essentially when internet personality gets their home address leaked and stuff, and then people make that person's life a living hell. So it's like really shitty when it happens, and it's sad every time. But it's, hey, what can you do? What can you do? The part I'm living with now is from 1910. Yeah, that's around the same. Around the same. To renovate, I've been loving it. That's nice to hear, man. I guess I can show you, even though it looks like shit, since I said that, I'll show you one picture of the rooms, what it looks like. Let me see if I can show you. Let me show you. While we wait, anyway. But yeah, going from living in the city to now be living in a very rural part of the town. Not the town, like really countryside is different. Okay, this one is pretty fair, I guess. So this is gonna be our daughter's room. So the old room used to have, well, this door we haven't touched, right? But you see these white walls here? They are really this gray color you see down here. So this has been painted with like a covering paint. And this green is the color that my daughter is gonna get in her room. Here is where we're gonna put some of the wood stuff. Here we're gonna put wood stuff. You know. And here we covered the floor. This floor, by the way, is wooden floor covered in green and blue paint. These walls were pink flower like murals and shit. And this roof looked like somebody had smoked cigarettes in this room for 30 years plus. It had this, you know, white yellow coating. So but it wasn't because people had smoked, but it looked like it was a very smoked in place. But yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I will send you pizzas every night. Enjoy the nightmare. I mean, if that, maybe doxing isn't so bad at all. I mean, the economy is kind of rough these days when you have a child and you're a PhD, you know. Anfal the Builder, Bob the Builder. Yeah, I mean, I'm a noob at this, right? But I would like to consider myself as somewhat of a fast learner. But yeah, obviously there's been some noob mistakes. It's not like you would have hired people who work with this shit to do it. It would look way cleaner, but it looks okay. And at the end of the day, it feels nice to have built it sort of with your own hands. You know, you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your wife and kid. It feels nice, even though it's not 100%. It still feels good to work. I don't know. Well, it's been 90 minutes of blackout. I just want... I feel a bit scammed that we rushed home for me to start this, to be hit with 90 minutes of just a black wall. So bad. Is there a speedrunning scene in TBC? There's not, right? There's nobody doing anything, is it? There's not even a speed thing being supported on the website, is it? There's speed all-stars, but that's just kills, right? Yeah, Kiwi. But you can... I think you can DM me. And if you can't, just DM me and I'll accept the friend request. I would love to see what you've cooked. Oh my god, guys, it's happening. Holy Pulse VS asks you, do you want to stream together? Yes. Yes, bro. I want to stream together. This means that it's actually happening, guys. Yeb wants to collaborate. Okay, it's happening, it's happening. We will now move from Anfal's shitty black screen to a real black screen, guys. Okay, guys, hear me out. The current world record is how long? Ooh, remove this. Remove. Not that one. Here. Is it 22:54? That means that when this playlist ends... When this playlist ends, they don't get the world record. So either you get the world record, or the music will stop. Okay. Okay, the playlist is 22:54. I need to remove that song, add this one. It's better. 22:10. That's way too low. I need to add... Trust me, guys. I think I got this. Or? I think if I remove this one... Okay, that works. Now the playlist is a custom for world record, or it's over. Man, I'm a bit excited. We haven't really had black screens happening in a really long time. This might be a good time to say this, guys. We are... Let me see, can I do this? Yeah. Okay, so today is Monday, right? And today we're doing Tempest Keep ×2. I think both runs have the potential to be world record, but it's really like the second run that's more stacked. So Monday is Tempest Keep. Then tomorrow we get Serpent Shrine Caverns ×2. I am aiming to shoutcast both of these. And let's see, what time is it now? It's 8:30, which means that we have approximately 2.5 hours of getting 2 runs that should be sub 23 minutes. I think we're gonna see a bit of resetting. I think they're gonna go for some risky strats. Yeah, because they have so much time, right? They have until 2300 to finish. There's no reason to like send a bad run, so I think we're gonna see some pretty crazy stuff considering they did a blackout. We haven't had blackouts since Newman versus Progress, right? Newman versus Progress had blackouts in, I would like to say, Firelands? I don't think there was any blackouts in Dragon Soul. So this type of thing has been... I don't know, it kind of warms my speedrunner heart to see it being back, actually. Okay. Maybe we bring up a prediction for the first run. I have no idea. Do the Westerners get a new personal best on the first run today? I'll give you guys 5 minutes. And that is from, like, if they reset, you don't lose your points. So this is when they're going, right? Committed. Commit. What else has been happening? Yo, my home gym arrived. But currently the room that I'm supposed... Let's bring my daughter into the... So my wife can just quickly have a break. Surely she's gonna be calm and not scream or try to eat my mic. Surely. I would say my baby was born bald, but I would say now, when she's almost 9 months old, she has better hairline than like half of the roster that we're about to watch. Does she know the routes to farm Saronite or Adamantite? Maybe that is her next discovery after she figures out how to sit down after standing up. And again, if you want my daughter to like your Twitch handle, you can type /color and change your Twitch name to be red. And every time that you type kick W when the Westerners fail a run, my daughter will appreciate your name because she loves the color red. Anything that's red is what she wants to look at. So if you want to vibe with the Anfall baby, that's what you gotta do. Maybe we should have done a prediction if the boys are gonna start before 9 PM or not. Maybe that would have been more interesting. Yo, I don't know, have you guys been getting this as well? Gambling ads on YouTube is insane. Every day I block a new, you can click like, don't show me this. But holy fuck, I get so much gambling ads all the time. If you're addicted to gambling, it must be so hard to be on social media. Because you get fucking hunted down all the time. Imagine if we treated every addiction the same. Like you have an alcoholic and it's just alcohol commercials, or you have somebody addicted to opium and it's just opium. Did I just confuse opium with opiates? Fucking based. I click one thing, then all my ads are perma, that shit. Exactly, it's like, oh, you get an ad that you don't like, you click on it to press, I don't like this, and the algorithm takes that as engagement and sends you more of the similar shit. Like, what type of dystopian algorithm-based world am I living in, dude? So bad. You don't even need to click it, you just talk about it and your phone listens to it. Okay. I think that one has been low-key disproven, but it's a very common thing. I agree. If you can find a scientific article that actually managed to reproduce the fact that what we talk about is then replicated in our Google feed or whatever, because this is one of the most I think it's one of the most widely spread conspiracy theories that exists, and it's kind of interesting because a lot of people think that it's true, but it's not. It hasn't been proven unless the user has specifically allowed their phone to listen in. It's like a privacy thing that you need to enable, because the companies aren't allowed to do it. Oh, are you gonna eat that? No. You cannot eat. You cannot eat Papa's mic. Don't eat Papa's mic, you goof. Oh! And don't eat Papa's M65 keyboard, Corsair, one of my favorite keyboards all time. If you go to Corsair right now and use Anfall code, you can of course get 10% off your purchase. Let's see if this works. Am I the best ambassador to have ever touched this brand? Yes, I am, dude. You don't even need to mute in-game sounds. What? Is this fucking Litrix Plus? Yo! What's going on? Litrix Plus has so much crazy. Oh, she found a piece of electricity. Nay. Oh, I swear to God. I just got 5 Corsair ads. You did not, dude. They get the data in other ways. Like they see John, you are messaging Anna, your friend, about a new Hoover on WhatsApp, and then yeah, exactly. Oh my God, my daughter is really like. I have to hold her in my lap until the mother comes. She cannot be left alone for 1 minute, or she will find a creative way to electrocute herself. GG Corsair has knocked on my door. Sir, can I interest you in some mechanical keyboards? Sir, could I interest you in one? No, no, Don't eat my mic, please. Thank you. Seclight says, but how can you explain that you get ads from a topic you talk about but you never search for? So, one of the ways could be the one that Rareplot is saying, is that you have communicated about said item, but you just haven't actively searched on it on Google, but companies are trading information all the time so they get it somewhere else. Another way is that I like to take the example of baby strollers. Before I had a baby stroller, I never saw a baby stroller in my life. Maybe if somebody like drove it on me or something, I'd be like, what the fuck, this is a baby stroller? But I wouldn't see them. Like, I would be living, but I didn't pay attention to baby strollers. Then I buy a baby stroller that costs a fuck ton, and now I see baby strollers everywhere. You have a Bugaboo. Oh, you have an Emma Junga. Oh, you have that one. You have that clothing on yours. And I don't even like baby strollers. I don't care about baby strollers. But now that I know about them, I notice them. And it's the same thing with your search habits, that before you're searching for something actively, you just scroll past it. But maybe you and your friend starts talking about hiking boots, and the next time you scroll, you pay attention to the hiking boots. And you're like, oh my god, this is insane. I haven't searched for hiking boots, and here they are. Because there's ads all the time, and there's items all the time that they try to push and sell to you. Because you are just a fucking consumer, bro. Isn't that some kind of frequency illusion? I don't know what the fallacy or the bias is called. If it's recency bias or what you call this in psychology. But I think this is a very normal mechanism for how human brains work. That if it's not relevant to you, you will filter it out. But if it's for some reason in your work memory, in your work capacity, then you notice it. Those drives look full, not gonna lie. Yeah, it makes you wonder what Holy Palasve has on his drives, honestly. Yo, where is my wife? It's about to start. This little chunk is tired. And I am tired. I wanna see some fucking speedruns, bro. I got home today to watch this shit, and where are they? You guys tune into the stream, excited to watch some speedrunning content, and what do you get? You get some middle-aged Swedish lanky fuck walking around with his daughter and just screaming into his screen? Damn, that's content, bro. Yo, by the way, in the new house that I'm moving into, I will have an office that will have good lighting instead of this, like, Mexican filter orange shit that I have here. I will actually be able to raise the production value quite a fair bit. And I will have a door separating me and the rest of my family from my stream. Right now, we have 2 doors in our apartment. One is to exit we have 3 doors. One to the balcony, one to the going outside, and one to the toilet. Other than that, there are no doors. I just tuned in for the rants. Oh, aren't you a true Anfal loyalist? The real Anfal loyalists. I'm not here for the raids, I'm just here for the screaming Swede. When are they supposed to start? At 1900 today. which is almost 2 hours ago. My wife asks, aren't they doing what they're supposed to? Well, I just feel like there might have been a slight false advertisement going on. Because they've been raiding since 7 p.m., but they've been doing it behind closed doors. Instead of running SSC for 2 hours and then TK, they sit around for 2 hours, then go TK. Well, I think the reason why they're doing this is because they have something crazy to show us. If they show us the same shit as last week, after that blackout, we riot, guys. We take to the streets. It's unacceptable if it's the same shit as last week after having done this. Look. There's a lot of things that you can protest about. The climate, the ongoing geopolitical situation, the oil price. I don't care. This is my fight, bro. This is when I rally the troops. This is unacceptable. New tech today, or I take it out. Can't complain about a good yapping session. I guess it can. I mean, if the guy yapping is somewhat entertaining, I guess it's a bit like listening to pull in 40. I repeat, we have a pull in 40, and I am switching to... Oh my god, bro. I can't believe they fucked it up. Well, we go again. We go again, dude. Okay, so I think what accidentally happened is that where is he? The Prot Paladin down here, he is supposed to run with Bubble and gather all of these mobs, right? But what happened is that there's these mobs, and somebody here did proximity aggro, and that is where the mobs got spread out, and we got a disaster. What is that? What is that, brother? That's a break timer. Oh, it's the Bubble CD. Oh my god, we got 3.5 minutes because of that. 3.5 minutes because of that. Oh, I'm so happy I added this sound to the soundboard because I feel like I'm gonna be pushing that button a lot today. Oh. But let's see. What they're doing is that they're sending the Protpala, and then the Protpala, which is this is Protpala, P-Pal. He is running, right? And then he is gonna cast Bubble. So he's gonna Bubble. Okay, so it's gonna be Prot Paladin doing first pull. And then maybe, I'm just speculating here, we have the mage. This looks a bit like the shit emoji, but it's supposed to be an ice block. So you have the mage here, sitting in ice block. He's gonna do pull number 2, and then I think the Prot Pala is gonna do the pre-Void Reaver pull as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Which is a bit different from the Chinese... No, this is the Chinese way of doing it, actually. Because the mage is gonna do the birds, right? The birds are gonna be done by him. This song is actually a bit hype. Break ends in 30 seconds. That's what I like to see. I swear we had ceasefires lasting shorter than this. It's fine. Break ends in 5. Okay, time to get some Pala blessings, boys. The run needs to be sub 22. Is it? Is it 21 something? The current world record? I guess we will see when the timer comes on. I think it's around 22. I think it's like 22. 22x. Well, we're waiting. Don't make me bring out the demon voice now. Guys, it seems like my daughter also has the demon voice. She can do a really raspy demon sound. When she was very small, I was like, oh, she sounds like a dinosaur. Now I'm like, nah, that's the demon voice. She has whatever I have. And my wife is like, I have no idea babies could sound like this. And I'm like, well, I guess in my family they kind of do. I'm so ready for this pull timer. I see Julius on Discord down here and I get fucking PTSD. Oh, pull timer, pull timer, pull timer. Let's see if they can get this pull. Okay, looks good, looks good. This one is gonna be a bit scary though. A lot can go wrong here. We got Bob, cope. Ah, mind control dead. Nice, dispel, get the rogue. He's out. Rogue dead. 2 people dead. Ooh! They're doing double combat rest. They use him as well. I think that was intentional. Need to switch off boots, I think. Okay, 3 people died. That's really bad. Big silence. Oh, the mobs are super chaotic. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. They wanted these to be stacked and murdered in the same place. You can see that the mage has used Ice Block. That's why he has hypothermia. I think this is gonna be a reset angle. This is dog shit. Maybe he's just gonna play with the boots. No, he hovered over his character panel. He is mad as fuck that he still has boots equipped. Unlucky, bro. One less item swap for the books. These two already needed to be killed. This is bad. Maybe they just try to send it this run, and in the second run they can be a bit more conservative, but they have a lot of time. What is it? They still have 2 hours of raiding. They don't need to send a bad run, I don't think. Alando doing great job on these mobs. Rogues are just insane pumpers, dude. Things are dying slow, dude. Okay, mobs are already getting gathered. Protpala has used bubble. No, he can't. He still has... okay, no bubble, but he has a free action potion. Oh, that's a lot of people being incapacitated. Looks manageable. Things are just dying very slow, it feels like. Ooh, 10-second interrupt. Dude, that interrupt can spell disaster the way that it was tanked. It needs to be outranged, or he needs to pre-bubble it like he's done previous weeks. Okay. I think it's about to slow down. It doesn't look like there's gonna be any form of a reset yet. I think they are around 15 seconds behind world record right here. Around 15. Okay, so they're playing double healer. And I feel like for this boss fight in particular, the Discipline Priest feels a bit like a waste. I feel like the healing output isn't really needed. Bashguder equipped. You can see down here, if you manage to get any stacks up on the boss, very, very good for both rogues and hunters. Double warrior also benefiting greatly from it. It's gonna be very interesting to see if Alando can make arms warrior viable here. Okay, so the next interesting step is gonna be when they exit Void Reaver and they try to go to Alar. It's gonna be very interesting if they send the hunter with the parachute. I'm very hyped to see it. Okay. So they're 2 healing this. I think they're gonna stick to 2 healing everything. I think the final boss is definitely solo healable, but it looks like they're not gonna commit. This is a very slow Void Reaver kill. and they pulled maybe 15 seconds late. So I doubt we're gonna see a green timer here unless I'm completely off when it comes to Void Reaver damage. Let's see. Plus 03. Really good job on the Void Reaver then. Much better than I anticipated. So we got Nitro Boots coming in. I really want to see if they do this Hunter parachute shit to pull Alar. So watch the minimap actually. The interesting part is the minimap at the top right. That is what we really want to see here. Let's see what they do here. Feral Druid is in the front. Oh, that's a hawk! No, man! Why is no hunter jumping with parachute and just misdirecting the boss? Fuck! Fuck! That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay. Slightly worse Alar timing than the other guild that pulled at 0605. I think maybe +5, +10 maybe, but it's somewhat competitive still. Let's see if anybody is a Chad and jumps over here. Any jumpers? Jumpers? Okay. So, if you are unfamiliar with this, you see this little corner here. Let's say you want to go to the cross, and you can choose between running around like this, or you can jump here. Do you guys think option A or B is faster? Well, option B is a shorter distance than A, so the fastest way to get to the next platform is by making this jump every time. But there's an element of risk involved, right? So you see these players walking around. Does anybody jump? Any jumpers? No. Because the current world record doesn't require people to actually execute on these type of movements. It's deemed a risk to have people make this jump. But honestly, I don't know. I think you should be able to trust people to make this jump. I'm not gonna lie. Where's Alonso? Okay. Oh. This is a very early trash pack. This is earlier than what we've seen from other guilds. So maybe slightly slower Alar phase 1, but early dealing with this. This is really nice because you have a little bit of downtime here anyway. This is really fucking good. That was good. That was really good timing. Come on, Bash Guder. Come on, give me a stack, baby. 2 stacks! Give me a third. Any 3? Come on. Give me a 3. Give me a fucking 3, bro. Let's crank this boss. Wait, what are they doing now? Wait, are we seeing some kind of tech right there? This is weird. They're spawning Alar upstairs so they don't have to drag that much. Yo! Astroman, Solarian trash. If they can get the micro mobs, this is insane. One strike. Wait. So the next dive bomb is gonna be in the Solarian room? Yo, this is sick, dude! The boss doesn't reset if he dive bombs outside? Oh man, I wish they could have gotten even further. Let's go, dude! There's not a lot of room now for the alarm mechanics, actually. You can see the fires are in a bit narrow position. It's still fine, but... they're moving again on this dive bomb. Or, what are they doing? Are they gonna try to get the micro-trolling bombs? Oh my god! Okay. No! Okay, everybody's mind control. Fuck! That's so many mind control. No, Rogue is dead. Shaman is dead. Another Rogue dead. Alando dead. Tank dead. Everybody's dead, dude. Man, it was so hot! What happened? We were doing so well! I think they somehow, on the last dive bomb, they might have gotten knocked into the Solarian room. I didn't quite see the angle. But when the boss comes down, you can get knocked back, and there might have been people getting knocked into the trash in the Solarian room, and then there was like 4 or 5 people getting mind control because of the ads with the mind control ability coming in, and then it was just disaster with the fire everywhere. I really think that mind control pack is key, because if you can do that mind control pack safely without having multiple people die, it's so good. Oh, it's such a dangerous fucking... Wait, Alor didn't die? They have to do Alor again? Wasn't the boss at like 0.2% or something? If you watch the VOD, the Discipline Priest got knocked into the ceiling and could not do anything. Somebody got knocked into an unreachable place behind the door. There was no DPS from them, and then they also got targeted by dive bomb, making Alor untargetable. So the boss didn't have a path. But how do they get knocked? Is it that they don't run away from the dive bomb? And they get hit on the dive bomb but then get knocked? Because you can dodge that knock for sure, no? Man, they overcooked, guys. They overcooked to the point that it all got burnt. Damn, that's sad. I was really vibing to whatever the fuck they were doing, dude. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Well, this doesn't deserve the clown music. This wasn't clown shit. Nah. This wasn't clown. I refuse to call it clown. Can you do a replay? Yeah, I mean, there's no point watching a lore on fucking... Can't I do this? Okay, let me see. Okay, let's look at this. Wait, what? Here, to me, it looks like everything is still fine. Everybody is within range. This is playable, no? It looks like everything up until this point is okay. Yeah, everybody's within range. This looks fine. The mage is going. It's a good vibes. Army has been used to try to sneak some mind controls. That's when it bugs, right? What the? It's so... It happens so fast. Okay, let me see. Dive bomb is happening. Okay, boss spawns in this narrow space. Knocks people away, but apparently it also knocked people up. Who does the boss have targeted? I don't see any boss frame anywhere, so I can't really tell right here. But the boss is at 0.41%. And here the boss bugs out, right? The boss goes up on a little ledge to an untargetable position at 0.41% health. So right here, the boss is bugged. And this is the mind control pool. 5 people gets mind controlled. Yeah, it must have been the priest somehow fucking it. Do you guys see the priest in some wonky position somewhere? Because I feel like it's because somebody's like up on this. Oh, there he is! Oh! Last week, this guy DC'd. And this week, he is griefing everyone sitting behind the unreachable position for the boss. Wait, when did he get up there? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see him. Okay, he's not there yet, is he? No, he was up there already. Yeah, he's up there for sure. But he's not there yet. It's on this dive bomb. It's here it happens. This is when disaster happens. It's on this bomb. You guys seeing this? Oh, this is so good. Wait. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Oh my god. This is taking forever, but I don't care at this point. We're gonna watch it unfold in real time. So the boss is gonna spawn, right? And do a dive bomb. And unluckily for the priest... Here, look now. this guy. What a fucking idiot. I mean, the angle has to be perfect. There's no way my man gets fucking Steph Curried into the smallest fucking splinter of unreachable. You see this guy here, Kimura, he also got hit, right? But it's fine, he can just jump down and enjoy, but not Sketto, bro. It's great. This is great. Oh. Ah, that's fucking. This is why I tune into this shit, bro. I mean, exactly. If he wanted to do this, he wouldn't be able to. Look at him. Look at him, just panicking, trying to find a way out of this shit. He's just stuck, bro. I swear to God, they can solo heal this because 2 weeks in a row, Holy Palasve has been left alone. This guy, Skero, has left Holy Palasve alone 2 weeks in a row. Just go Shadow, bro. Just go Shadow at this point. Absolute fucking cinema, dude. Alright. Where are they now? Oh, Solarian. Oh, Greater Heal went through. Nice. Another Greater Heal, maybe? Yeah. No, it got interrupted late, actually. Wait, what's happening? Are they bugging her out? There, it got interrupted for real. It looked like it was hard casting 3 times in a row, but it didn't finish the cast. Was I the only one to see that? Am I cooked in the head? Another heal went through. If only you had some interrupts, I guess. Maybe they're checking something. How often she casts heal if she's uninterrupted, maybe? I refuse to believe that they are this tilted. Sadly though, for everybody who predicted that they would get a personal best, they ultra bricked. But man, I couldn't ask for a better way to brick the run. It was really fucking nice, actually. Are they gonna do the same shit? No. I mean, I guess you can DI and get combat rest here, but what? What are we doing? I mean, every combat rest is on CD, I guess. Oh. Oh, another. Oh, are they trying to see how much they heal for? Because they're letting heals go through. Like, this heal went through. It has to be some kind of... Okay, let's see if they can get this skip. This skip is kind of important, actually, that they nail. Looks like they're taking their sweet time here. So, one rogue has gone ahead, because he is gonna be the guy to activate the final boss, Keltas. Everybody else is just kind of stacked. I'm curious to see what they decide to do here. It's a visual bug? What's going on? There's a lot of people talking, so there's a lot of discussions happening. You can see on the left screen sometimes where like multiple Discord people speak on the Discord at the same time. Guys, do you see how he just made a WeakAura that was using desk name and unit name? Retail Andys could never, am I right, boys? Didn't they butcher combat logging in retail to the point that... Did they go back on that? Because I see a lot of people with pretty good user interfaces still. Or is it still like completely broken, some of the parts of it? They went back to some... Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that hunter fucked up. Maybe he didn't dismiss pet or something. Little Tystos, instead of having 2 to 3 add-ons to get your UI, you need like 8 or 9. Okay, so they basically broke WeakAuras and LVUI, and now everybody is suffering. It's mainly WeakAuras that are gone, because people made a series of logic add-ons to communicate. I mean, people will find a way, man. Bigwigs works now, but you can't track your spells. What you see is mostly the Blizzard cooldown manager skinned with add-ons. What a failure on behest of Blizzard. They really wanted people to play the game in a more purist sense and less add-on heavy, but people just find even more obscure add-ons to get the same functionality. It's kind of interesting to me, actually, that there are some really good Lua coders out there, like Foji, Murfin. There's some other user interface people like Now. Atrocity comes to mind. Some guy named Quasi. There's basically people who make user interfaces for WoW that make more money selling a subscription-based WeakAura service than they would like doing normal coding for like a firm. And so if you make it big and you make it all the way, it's actually a lot of money in it. It's kind of funny when you think about it. GK says they also hid boss spells from the API, but they left spells with duration. And now they use spell durations to determine what spell it is, and boss add-ons still work to an extent. Wait, what? They hid boss spells from the API, okay. But they left spells with a duration. Oh, you mean like a cooldown? Tednak says, I bought the Now UI, can confirm. I mean, it usually starts like this, right? You are a content creator and you have a user interface. And people in your chat are like, this is how it used to start. You are a content creator, you have a user interface. People like your gameplay and they say, hey, Anfal, can I have your user interface? And at some point, as a way to give something back to your subscribers, some streamers made it a thing a couple years ago that, yes, you can get my user interface, but only for my subscribers. As me saying thank you, as a perk to them. But very quickly, everybody understood that this is now the new meta for content creation and paid services. That I think Holy Palasve is a great example. I think it says down here, right? 708 subscribers. That's insane. That's so many people subscribe to Holy Palasve. Don't get me wrong, he's super entertaining. But he doesn't have 700 viewers. He has 700 paying subscribers monthly. That I think some of them likes his content, but what they like even more is the premium content that he allows. I really think so. And it's really good, don't get me wrong. But I think it's a completely different things nowadays from what it used to be when it was like, yes, you can get my user interface if you're a sub. Whereas now it's like, people are like, okay, do I want to subscribe to Anfal? What do I get if I subscribe to Anfal? Well, I get fucking nothing, bro. There was actually a guy subscribing to me during the yapping session during run. Let me see. Sarimiti. My man, bro. I appreciate it. The next energy drink is on you. Cheers to you, bud. Hope you're having a lovely evening. But honestly, if you subscribe to me, you get fuck all. You get a thank you. You support my caffeine addiction. And that's it. That's all you get. Maybe you like the type of content that I make, but it's like, what do I really get if I sub to Anfal, you know? But instead, if you go and sub to these other content creators and they have these insane user interfaces, you're like, oh my god, I would love this user interface actually, yoink! And you sub to them instead, because maybe they're also a channel that you watch. So I just think it's part of the content creation game nowadays to put things behind a paywall. I'm really bad at this. Hella says, you get no ads? Fucking true, dude. Tiny Don says, I subbed for Anfal UI. Well, thank you so much for the 18 months, man. That's crazy. 18 months? That's still shorter than the time we have to wait for Warlords of Draenor. When you think about it like that, 18 months really isn't that long, Tiny. You haven't really been supporting me for that long. Warlords of Draenor is probably further away than that. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate it, dude. NV says, bro, come play China instead of watching. I mean, I'm kind of happy you're sitting on the sidelines for now, because I have a lot of stuff going on in real life. And streaming 2 nights a week is just really good for me to be able to keep my in real life manageable. I think if I were to play China right now, I would be spending time in World of Warcraft that I currently don't have. So I have to be a bit conservative with my time, at least up until the summer. Julius dead. Classic. Geeky says, I've always found out that subbing for a user interface is hilarious when most of them are just copies with different fonts of color. Yes, bro. It's a bit of a shamelessness as well, I guess, to it, that nowadays when every WoW content creator has, hey guys, if you... Did Doogie really fail this again? He did. So guys, even if they wouldn't have wiped on Alar, the fact that the Warlock didn't manage to do the pull, he's dead down there, means that this run also wouldn't have been a world record. But yeah, nowadays when almost every content creator has their user interface behind a subscription, it becomes a bit weird. Like, most of my user interface is a combination of Murphin and Foji, which are already paid services. And then if you subscribe to me, you basically get a pirated Murphin and Foji. Like, how shameless do I have to be to take your money for my user interface at that point? So it becomes kind of stupid when some people put their user interface behind a paywall when it's like, bro, this is just you pirating another person's weak auras. It's kind of crazy. VOD hype. NV says 37 euro boost, raid log twice a week. Yeah, but right now I don't really have 2 nights a week. But fuck man, Chinese WoW looks like the best version to play right now. If you compare it to MOP, Anniversary, Midnight, I would play China, and if I had the time, I would go. Shurkat says, I think the only one worth subbing to, the thing you get is Murphin. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and tell people who to subscribe to or not. I think if you subscribe to Holy Palasvea, not only do you get a streamer that is very active and is actually really knowledgeable and good at the game, you get uninterrupted content, you support him so he can stream more. You also actually get a really fucking good user interface. So don't take this as me slandering Holy Palasvea's hustle. I think he's one of the good guys. So Remedy says, how's the house renovation looking? Did you force Holodeath on vacation so you can properly invest time into your new house? Or are you and Holdef secretly one person and this was the only way to hide it? I mean, some conspiracy theories have said, have you ever seen Holdef and Anfal in a room together? No, you haven't. It's because they are the same person. And there's some truth to that, actually. Claire says, monthly mop challenge mode reminder and nice meta. Yeah, I don't really have anyone to play challenge modes with, though. And he says, 200 Wrath Enhance. I think you want this. I think the 200 Wrath Enhance is a bit lame, though. I like the dual wielding one in mop more, but it's nice that you can weave in this version of Enhance. Nordry says, you're holding that family, you will raid PTR 18 hours per day with us. I mean, if other people are gonna go, I'll be there, dude. I love PTRing with Holy Death. It's some of the best times I've had in WoW. Is the long weekends with Holy Death. I remember very fondly Dragon Soul PTR, and even Firelands PTR was really fucking funny. I had so much fun on those two, and I honestly think that some of the mop... I didn't really do mop PTRs with Holy Death because I was playing with my guild.
But it feels so right.
I know we talked about this before, but hey, let me just say this. So this is Anfal's WoW career, right? So this is Anfal in progress. So I join in tier 7, but I don't play that race because I'm in Italy. What happened? Progress gets 2nd place. Then I play tier 8. I do play the speedruns and we play 2nd in that. We always play 2nd. We always got 2nd. Tier 8 I actually play and we get 2nd. So this is my first race to world first. And we do speedruns and we get 2nd again. Then tier 9 comes around, we get number 1, which was really fucking nice. Then tier 10 comes, we get number 1. And then tier 10 speedruns happens, and we get number 2. Then tier 11 happens. We win that one, I play it, right? Then tier 12 happens, I'm benched, what happens? I don't play it, we get 2nd. Tier 12 speedruns, I don't play that, I'm benched because Anna Shaman is shit, they get 2nd. Tier 13, I don't play that one, we get 2nd. Then we get mop. Tier 14. MSV, I don't get to play because my guild is fucking banned. My guild gets banned for MSV. I don't get banned, by the way. I'm not one of the people getting banned, but I can't play because my guild is banned. Then you get Heart of Fear. I get number 1. And then you get Toes. And I get number 1. Ever since they benched me, Progress just kept on losing, bro. And then, when Anfal comes back, they start winning again. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and make the bold statement that without me, Progress is a shit guild. But the truth, the numbers kind of speak to themselves, that when Anfal is playing, Progress is a better guild. Just going by the data. This is not an opinion, this is not up for debate, this is just looking at metrics. War main race on PTR, Scuffed hosted private server. Hell yeah, dude. Private server races to server first is always fun. No reason, Siege PTR is what I'm looking most forward to. Wow, why is this year more than Siege Live? Even if 500 wipes we're killing Garrosh on the... We are not... Nord. Listen. We are not killing Garrosh on the PTR with Holy Death. I don't know what you've been smoking, but you should really talk to your dealer. It's not happening. It's not happening. Leech has Anfal 1 hour ago. I'm not arrogant anymore. I have enough, what do you say? I'm self-aware now. That's the difference. I'm making a bit. There's a side note. Heroic Lich King is the hardest PTR boss based on my experience of killing Heroic Lich King on 0% difficulty with tier 9 gear is to this day the hardest content in Classic WoW. Shulkout says he is not arrogant, he has presented the fact that one person changes the outcome of certain events. Exactly. It was a completely objective, quantitative assessment of reality. It's not arrogance if it's grounded in data, said the autistic engineering student. Why is Holy Palace Svea? Why is he made a spreadsheet of assembling the numbers of how popular certain versions of the game are? Okay. Low key, you guys wanna know something that I see the WoW community do all the time that is really painful? It's this one. So this is Bob, right? So this is Bob. Bob loves World of Warcraft. Well, this is not the player Bob if you're playing with him in the Wolfpack, but you guys want to say this is Bob. So Bob is kinda an annoying piece of shit. Because Bob likes to play TBC. It's his favorite version of WoW. So this is his box of WoW. But there are other versions of WoW that exist as well. You got MOP. And you have Retail. I'm just gonna spell it R-E-T. You guys can make of that what you will. And then you also have... why did I pick this fucking shape? I feel like the guy in Squid Games, you know, when he picks the wrong fucking shape and he realized that, oh my god, I'm fucked actually. So you got the China WoW. But Bob loves TBC. What Bob does is that he plays TBC, but he understands that there are other people that like other versions of WoW, and they play those ones. What Bob then wants to do is that he wants to rationalize, this is the word, why he likes this version so much. Because he cannot simply just play and enjoy the game, he needs to rationalize why he's spending time in this game. So he tries to make arguments why he's not playing the other versions. For himself, for his stream, for his loved ones. And it could be something like that nostalgia, it could be something like that it's popular, that it's fresh, you know, all these arguments are completely viable. But at some point when you ask Bob, like, hey Bob, how are you liking TBC? When Bob only brings up these things that, oh, you know, it's my favorite version of WoW because I'm really nostalgic. It's also very popular. You can look at Warcraft logs data and stuff. It's also really fresh because it's the most recent one according to Wowhead. And he keeps just circling back to these arguments why he enjoys the version of WoW that he enjoys. It starts to sound a bit like a broken record. You know, it's like whatever you like. I don't need to hear every time I ask you about, hey, what are you doing? Why you're doing it. And that's what it looks like a little bit now, because right now Holy Palace is going and he's checking how many parses there are on MOP. And he's putting it into here, right? And now he's going into, and then he's putting these numbers in. And what's happening then is that he is kind of trying to make a data-driven argument why Chinese WoW is just better. Because look how many people that are playing. I don't know if this is, I don't think this type of rationalization is a very, what do you say? aware thought, but it looks a bit weird when you're doing these type of things. Just play. I'm not saying Holy Pulse V is a great avatar for this behavior, but play. Okay, so this is the main run. They were 3 seconds behind the world record when they killed Void Reaver, and it looked kinda sloppy. So I think there's a high chance that they get the world record here, but there's so many things that can go wrong. So if we're gonna go through the things that can ultra brick the run, there are quite many of them. Where is it? Here it is. I just don't want to miss if they start to run. So, brick number 1 is probably once Void Reaver dies. Because before Void Reaver, like pre Void Reaver, you can always reset. So anything that can go wrong before that doesn't matter. But after that, you have, first off, you have Alar Patrol, meaning that if Alar is patrolling in a very bad position, you need to have a very creative and smart way of getting him, and that's where I think the parachute, the disengage, misdirect pull is very interesting. The second, so that is number 1. Number 2 is gonna be the Alar dive bug, which is what bricked the previous run, which is when the boss dives down, knocks somebody into terrain where there is no path, and it resets. Number 3, I think, is actually the mind control mobs before pre-Soul. I think you can actually brick the run really hard there. Number 4, I think, is Solarian heal. If the heals go through, I think that's a brick. Number 5 is Invis skip. If people fail the Invis skip, it's just game over. Number 6 is the Warlock fail pull. And obviously all of these gets fucked by disconnects, DCs. Yeah, I think these are the 7 bricks that I see. Is there anything else that can brick the run? I feel like those are the things that really need to click for them to land a world record. Or have I missed something? I feel like there's nothing that can really go wrong on the final boss. Like the boss encounters themselves are a bit of a joke, I feel. No, I think that's it. Alright, maybe we get a prediction out for the second run, because I feel like they totally can get world record, but there's also so much potential for a brick. Alright, you guys got 5 minutes to place your bets, maybe? Let me see. Yeah, 5 minutes to place your bets. Yo, Serenity, I don't know if you're still here or not, but you asked me about the renovation. It's going forward for sure. It's just taking almost all of my free time right now. So in a way, it's kind of good that Mop is a bit on a quieter phase right now. Take note Hunter Pov for run 2. We can do it. I'm just so used to Holy Palace, but I think we got it pretty figured. Oh god. This user interface feels like I'm watching speedruns in TBC. Holy shit. Dr. Coke says, where are you gonna be? I'm still in Stockholm area. This is like Anfall UI. Nah, you're cooked, dude. What's going on here? A grown man should drink 13 cups of water per day. But this can vary based on factors like activity. Oh my god, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. It's nice when they talk about factors influencing water needs and it says pregnancy when the question was how much water should a man drink. It's like pregnancy can totally influence the amount of water that a man needs. And it's like, oh really? So if my wife gets pregnant, maybe now I'm actually exposing myself when it comes to this. Maybe men can actually get pregnant. I apologize, guys. This is the AI is just it just see it from a different angle, you know. It's just too smart. You've never been pregnant? I guess I still have that to look forward to. Maybe I'm not a man, actually. Come on. Come on. Maybe you should ask artificial intelligence to figure out for you how to get pregnant. Yeah, I'm so happy now that we have technology that we can ask these type of questions so that people no longer have to walk around unknowingly. How do people get pregnant, I wonder? How does it work? Chris Stock says we're individual nodes in a large complex AI neural network. I do think that there are some versions of religions that actually think about what's it called? Not the Numina. What's it called? The great conscience. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember what this religion is called. It's the religion that existed in the Mesopotamia, where they had this idea about that everybody was part of the great conscience. I forget what it's called. Murphin's auto swapper is messing up for me a lot of times though on this pull. I don't know why. Holy shit, is that guy paid by Murphin to spread misinformation that Murphin UI is not really sufficient for speedrunning? Pull in 40, pull in 40. Wait, is the pull timer gone? Wait, hold up. Where did the pull timer go? Oh my god, dude, come on. I guess we wait. Dinosaur stack? True. How do you even draw a dinosaur, actually? Is it like a crocodile type shit? Wait, this is not what the hunter pet dinosaurs look like at all. This is wrong dinosaur for sure. Wait, what is this one called? It's like Bronchisaurus or something, right? A Bronchi. Saurus or something. Type a dinosaur name in chat right now and I'll see if I can build it. Is it a 10 million gold one? No, if it's a 10 million gold one, it needs to have a fucking house on top of it. There where you can sit on a throne. A Stegosaurus? I can do a Stegosaurus for sure. I think it has a tail. Wait, I don't know if it actually continues all the way to the tail. But I think this is a Stegosaurus. Oh my god, the run is starting. I'm not ready for this. Fuck. I got lost in dinosaurs. I'm so autistic sometimes. I swear to god, I'm so autistic. Early pre-pods. Warrior's dead. Good start. Okay, winnable, I guess. Okay, nice. Much better. I like this ice block pull a lot. Okay. Please don't get knocked around like it's hurricane season. Oh, it's pretty shitty. It's pretty shit. But the mobs are dying much faster than last time. It's actually okay. Okay, that's 2 birds. Oh, this guy is going to get the 3rd bird, but he's so slow, bro. No, he's going way ahead, actually, into the corners. Okay, interesting. Please, Ghetto, don't get sent to the fucking back rooms. Okay. Things are dying so much faster this one. Love the parachute. Take Note is really much more comfortable on his hunter now. I love the gameplay. He used to be super wonky, but now it looks clean. Okay, let's see the bubble pull up here. It's actually a feral druid gathering them. There's no immunity pull at all. This is really fucking clean. Look how neatly stacked they were. Love that. Hunters doing fucking work, dude. Okay, he's gonna misdirect the left pack for sure. I like the well-timed engineering grenade, that's good. I think they stabilized. Take Note having a really good start to this raid, actually. If you look at the damage done overall, Take Note has been in a good position for many of these pulls. A lot of the things that separate a decent speedrunner from a really great one is actually about positioning and setting yourself up for the next trash pack, not over-committing to the current one. I really think the timer is going to be super green for this one. I think this is ahead of the world record. So far, I think they only had 1 person dying, which is completely fine. There's some semi-risky pulls. But it's really once Void Reaver dies that you're fully committed. I really like the Alar tech that we saw. Let's see if people can position in a way so that the dive bomb doesn't take them to the back rooms again. Okay. Very easy, very nice. Yeb is having a great pull here, actually. Being over 9k DPS on Void Reaver as Anna Shaman is a really fucking impressive showing. Okay. What do you think, guys? Do you think they got this? Green? Red? I think green. It's a late pot. Minus 15. Oh my god, pass on loot, you buffoon. Okay, what we want to see now is, you see the Feral Druid in front. If he can't get the lore, we need a Hunter to jump in with Parachute and MD him. Nah, it's so bad, it's so bad. Now a Hunter would need to fucking send it, dude. But nobody's going. I wonder if it's because... No, but the Chinese did it, for sure. Maybe you need the boss to be close to this platform to really land on this one. So if you pull him when he's over there, he would just go down on a bad platform. Then I guess it doesn't work. Maybe the Chinese VOD that we watched was just good RNG, I guess. But they put all of their hunters in the center and they jumped down with parachutes. And they MD'd the boss no matter where it was. Yeah, this is a very, very good. Let's see if we see anybody being confident and jumping here. Yeb is playing out of his fucking mind. And now Shaman locked in, boys. King says, I thought it would be more diversity in the comp for this version of WoW. I mean, everything is kind of playable, it's just that rogues are maybe doing 5 to 10% more than the second best class right now. Rogues are overall looking very, very good in this tier. Okay, we want to see here. This choke is very important. They need the mobs to die here. You see the Paladin put his shit down? These casts from above are really punishing. Good misdirect by Take Note. Take Note is doing great on the overall. Great start to the run from him. And it hasn't really looked like he's been padding either. He's just been locked in. Okay, so we are once again gonna see Alar getting dragged around a lot. So, this one is gonna be interesting. So when this dive bomb happens, the entire raid is gonna start transitioning towards Solarium. And when the boss then does his dive bomb, it's very important that people don't get knocked down into, how do you say it? Unreachable position then. Alright, this one is very important. What is he doing? I can't believe Take Note is getting like rewarded for that shit, because He fucked up so bad, but he has 100% uptime on the boss because the boss spawned way back. I was giving him praise, but he locked in and he locked out, bro. Like Churkata said. But he got rewarded because there was another guy that was also a bit far back. Hopefully he can shake it off. A lot of lost value here. This is good. Boss is at low 30 before the second dive bomb. This is really good. Okay, this rocket boot is very interesting. This is the important bomb. This is the important one. Let's see. Anybody getting knocked weirdly? It looked safe. It looked safe. I didn't see anybody get knocked weird. Nice. If they kill it now before the next dive bomb, I think they're in the green. This is really fucking good movement. Let's fucking go, boys. Dive bomb, it's dead, it's dead, it's good. Doesn't matter if timer is green or not, it's minus 10. Okay, so right now, the Chinese world record killed that boss in the slope. So they are maybe gaining 20 seconds here, just from where the position is that the boss is dead. It says minus 10, it's actually more like minus 30 right now. This is an insanely good run. Okay, watch out the mind controls here. These mind controls cannot be more than like 2 deaths. They have 2 combat rests and that's it. Nice, nice. Oh my god, it's happening. Nobody died on mind control. 0 deaths to mind control. This is the fucking run. Dude, I've been giving this guy praise every single week. But can I get some love for burning? I don't know exactly what this guy does. But this rogue maybe has no... He's just there to pump, right? But he is always fucking cranky. Low 50% is really good on first teleport. Almost pars. Okay, we really want to see fast interrupts here, so the mobs gather up fast. They have 1 grip though. 1 grip. Okay, let's see. Good interrupts here, boys. Fast as fuck. Get these mobs stack. Interrupt, 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 interrupt. Grip, I don't care. Get interrupt the heal. Good, there it was. Late fucking grip though. Tank dead. Tank dead, he's getting rest right now, but they are out. Okay, he's back. They have 1 more combat rest though. Tank dying is not the end of the world. I think this timer is gonna be like minus 35 or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I'm very curious to see what we get. I feel like it's a somewhat slow Solarian though. Minus 20 at least. Minus 35. I should have just stuck with my prediction, dude. Okay. Please, nobody fail the skip now. I need everybody to make this skip. Yep, get your fucking pet, dismiss your pets. Come on, guys, come on. Nice last jump. Everybody alive. I love it. Come on. Come on. Okay, one trash pack pulled. Boss has been engaged. Perfect. Okay, so this is the thing now. No, what is this? I mean, if they can kill it before Thaladred, this is actually safer, because then they don't have to rely on the Warlock. Oh my god. I don't even know if those mobs are... I don't think that's part of the trash requirements. I think what they're doing now is just padding on damage done overall. I don't think that saved them at all. The Warlock still needs to do his skip, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody really in this pot too early or something. Man. Is it really gonna come down to this Warlock making the... Is it really gonna come down to Hadouken not fucking up the teleport again? Because they are minus 35. This is a monumental run. Like, if speedrunning had a cock slam, this is a cock slam, dude. No, what's happening? What's happening? Why is that mob running through my... Why is it knocking everybody? What the fuck are you guys doing? What is going on? Okay, losing maybe 6 or 7 seconds there. What is going on? Alright, alright. So, the war... Oh my god, the hunter died as well. I can't, bro. Okay, a hunter is dead. This guy... Oh, another hunter is dead. Are the healers DC'd, maybe? Healer DC, or... Everybody getting knocked around. What the fuck is happening? They pulled more trash from the knockback. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, because when the mobs ran there... What a fucking shit show. Hello? Yep. Oh, Take Note is alive again. We can stay. Okay, okay. As long as nobody is... As long as nobody is stuck in an unreachable position, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, okay, Warlock, I swear. Please, Hadouken. Please, 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 please. Hadouken, you see him on the minimap? He's in position. You need to make this. You need to make this. Please. Please. Just. I never fucking doubted it. I never doubted a Hadouken in my life, bro. You can trust this guy every time. He makes it 10 out of 10. Basically, if the Warlock doesn't make that teleport and get those trash, you get plus 5 minutes on your timer because you don't meet the trash requirements. And the Chinese managed to do it, so the Western team has to do it as well. But he did it, bro. There it is. There it fucking is, dude. Hadouken. Isn't this too much, though? Didn't he pull too much? The only thing that matters is that they kill it. Oh my god, they're all 5 conflag. The feral tank is dead. Oh, and Take Note is dead again, dude. And another hunter is dead as well. Why are they doing this? How is it so hard to control this Capernian? Oh my god, it's so fucked. Is Holy Palasphere solo healing? No, I see the Discipline Priest. The Discipline Priest is here. They're 2 healing as well. This isn't really not that hard. Oh my god, everybody is almost dying. Please, please, please. I don't want to have to say what a fucked up day. Please, please lock in, guys. I think it's still a world record, guys. Even with this fucked up Keltas, this is still world record, surely. Oh my god, another guy died. Kimura died as well, though. Oh my god, that guy almost got fucking knocked into the trash pack in the back. I can't. That was so close to be fucking wiped. Why are people doing this? Why are you standing close to the egg? I fucking can't. It's fine. It's fine. It's still gonna be a world record. It's still gonna be a world record. They have 45 seconds to kill the boss. Oh my god, they're letting this slip. No, it has to die, right? There's no way they lost a 35-second lead. What is the boss? Target the fucking boss. Target the boss. What's the boss health? You don't have boss frames. You have a user interface from 2020. Please. Oh my god, it's 20 seconds. They're not doing it. It's not happening. The boss is not gonna die in 20 seconds. Oh, another rogue dead as well. Oh no, bro. Man, I can't believe they lost a 35-second lead on Solarian Death to be... Oh. The activation was even good. But when there was one guy already failing the invis skip, I was already feeling a bit like, okay, this might turn ugly. But then when both combat rests got used because the hunters that were supposed to be tanking Solarian didn't get aggro, so the boss was running around and pulling extra trash. Oh, fuck. But then when Hadouken managed to do this trash, I was like, okay, this might actually work out. Nope, psychs. It's over, actually. Fuck. Well. Alright. Okay, guys, I think that was it for tonight. I don't think there's much more. I hope you guys were entertained, though. I did my best, considering they started fucking almost 2 hours late because of some testing, but it was kind of worth waiting for, I guess. So yeah, kind of hyped. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be back with Serpent Shrine Cavern speedruns. So today was Tempest Keep. Tomorrow we get Serpent Shrine Caverns, where the boys already is #1 in China, and if you haven't been keeping up, the Chinese version of WoW that these guys are playing is incredibly popular, and it's very competitive. There's essentially 2 guilds